Ultimate Madness 3, Riggz versus Geechee Gotti just went down. Unfortunately, it didn't go your way, man. Talk to me, man. How you feeling, man?
Oh man, it was a good battle. I feel like I did what I was supposed to do. I just didn't execute it like I normally do.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like that first round was that was not my normal first round. Not my delivery. I was a little bit edgy, but as soon as I was getting in my groove and my energy was coming too, because Geechee started the battle off and he had tremendous energy.
Right.
So I'm working myself up to his level of energy, and when I was getting into my zone with it, caught Cottonmouth.
Oh yeah.
And I felt like it was to the point where I had to stop at this point,
Okay.
or I would have literally choked.
Okay.
So I had to make a decision: choke,
Right.
or just keep it 100 with myself and just grab some water.
Right. Right.
And I just chose to not. I'd rather not choke. So I just turned around, and I felt like personally, I felt like when I stopped and said, "Oh snap, I'm my mouth dry. Let me grab some water." When I said that, I feel like it took my whole momentum.
Okay. So it took the energy and.
Took my energy, it took the momentum in the room for my round, got my water, and I jumped right back into my round. No more chokes for the rest of the battle. It was just that moment changed everything for me.
Oh, okay.
So I got to keep it 100 with myself. Like I was learning a lot while I was doing this battle with Geechee. He a top tier. He one of the faces, or if not the face of URL right now. And I'm in my tournament for the first time. I'm going against somebody that's having a great year so far, and that happened in the first round.
Right.
Shifted everything for me. You
Right,
know what I mean?
I get it because it's at that point now you set the tone, and now it's hard to if you ride that wave up, if you fall back down, it's like damn, dude, you had the energy to try to ride the wave back up and get hype again.
It's harder to go back up after you burnt your energy going up, and then you fall down. It's even more you got to go because now you catching up.
Right.
And it was a lesson learned though. It was a lesson learned. I ain't give up. Now, I mean, I ain't make no excuses. I'm not going to make no excuses. It happened to the best of us. And it was just that moment, it happened to me. And I just want the world to know it was not a choke.
Okay.
I literally caught Cottonmouth.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I had my bars in my head. I had everything mapped out. It just caught Cottonmouth.
Right. And
I mean,
anybody that's tried to, talk for 3 minutes straight or sing, like, it is what it is. You get dehydrated. I mean, respectfully, y'all smoke a little bit. Every now and again. So,
it wasn't even weed. I don't smoke weed, and I saw a lot of comments. My people was calling me, telling me like, everybody think you was off of Cali. I don't smoke weed, man. There's no excuses. I can't give the weed no excuses. I don't smoke weed. I literally just caught Cottonmouth. I was just excited. I was ready to battle. My energy was pumping.
Right.
And I mean, I got to raise my voice. We up there. We got to bring energy. So you yelling, you screaming, you trying to perform. It burns energy. And I put a lot into the first round because he set the tone.
Right.
So I'm matching his energy, what I was trying to in the first round. And Cottonmouth just got the best of me. And I had to stop. I had to stop and get that. I couldn't make it through the round without it.
Right.
That just keep it a bean. If I would have tried to rap the rest of my round without drinking some water, I would have definitely choked.
Okay.
Without a doubt, I would have choked.
Okay, I understand. I mean, it's always tough. Obviously, you're now out of the runnings for 100,000. But I know you were in the room. You got to see some of the other battles. Now that you can officially take yourself out of runnings, who do you see taking it all?
Oh man, I'm rooting for Jack, man. Jack, rooting for drugs.
Okay.
It's a couple of people. The crazy part about it? I did a bracket in my head. I didn't fill the joint out. I did a bracket in my head.
You want my 10 back? Go ahead.
I really was. My mind was focused on 100.
Right.
Well, I settled for 10, but if I could have got 10 on the back end, I'd have been good. I think my bracket's still messed up because I'm not in it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I had everybody that I picked to win in the bracket won except for me.
Oh wow!
Everybody that I picked to win.
You picked Jack. You picked Cortez.
I was telling everybody Cortez was gonna win that battle. I told everybody that.
Yeah,
He's not a soul in battle rap that speaks to me. Did not hear me say Cortez is going to win that battle.
I heard you saying that yesterday.
He was going to win. He's going to win. I had Jack winning. Plus, on top of that, I heard what Jack had.
Okay.
So I was more confident in knowing Jack was going to win.
Okay.
Now, I had drugs winning.
Okay.
I heard maybe 8 bars of drugs first round. And I knew drugs was going to win the battle. Just off of that intro. When he was, I don't know if I could recite it, but You know what I mean? When he said his first punch, I knew it was gonna be a long night for her. And plus on top of that, no diss to Yoshi, salute to her. She did a job. She just never stood. She never been battle tested like that.
Okay, with that aggression, that bark.
Yeah, bill collector's an entertainer. Drugs is a battler.
Okay.
He brings everything, punches, scheme, performance, aggression. She never stood in front of somebody like that before.
Okay.
And it showed.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? She did a great job, but everybody that I had winning won, except for myself. That's crazy, right? Everybody, that's wild, right? Everybody that I picked winning in the first round won, except for me. That's
so your bracket was perfect except for you.
Except for myself, right? I count my own self out, so my bracket's done for. I ain't getting 10 bands. But you know, it was a great experience.
Yeah.
Great experience. You know, I really don't get booked that much with URL, but every time I get booked, I show up, give 110, and that's what I think I'm more on myself for. Now, I battled the JCs, I battled the drugs, I battled the Prez and the caffeine setting. So the setting wasn't the issue.
Right.
It's just the cotton mouth just got to me, and I should have got high if that was the case. Right? Maybe I wouldn't have got cotton mouth. I should have got high if that was the case. Yeah. You know what I mean? But nah, I had a great experience, man. Big salute to URL for putting me on the tournament. Know what I mean? Come on, I got a chance to battle Geechee Gotti.
Right. On caffeine.
On caffeine.
A lot
like,
of people watching. Yeah.
A lot of people watch me lose, you know what I mean? A lot of people watch me do my thing. A lot of people watch me stand in front of Geechee. However they choose to say it, I stood in front of Geechee. You got to understand, outside of this tournament, I would have never been.
Right. At least not on URL.
Not on
a while before that.
It's been a while before I had to do some real extraordinary shit for this whole year just to get Geechee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I salute Geechee for, taking the battle serious. He ain't treat me like no person that is just gonna be a cakewalk. Like, he really brought it. Like, his flips was amazing. His delivery was on point. You know what I mean? I feel like our second rounds is gonna be way more better on camera. Like, when the camera drops the footage and you hear what I have to say and what he had to say, it was neck to neck to me.
Okay.
I feel like I got the third. Okay. And he won the first.
Okay.
But the judges cleared him out for winning the first two, and they all gave me the third. But I feel like the second was more debatable than they proceeded to be. But due to the fact that they have to judge it right then and there, I completely understand why they gave Geechee the battle. I completely understand, because if I was a judge, I would have gave it to him too. Let's keep it a beat. I'm not one of them type of guys that's gonna lose and come up here and make up some. I'm not one of those. Yeah, you gotta accept your wins like you accept your losses. You know what I'm saying? You gotta accept them. You know what I mean? You gotta stand on you. I'm only gonna get better. I told Geechee I learned a lot. Okay. Just off of that battle, I was taking a lot in. Like, oh, I see what he's doing. I see what he did. I see what he did in the face-off to what he's doing right now. Genius. Yeah. That was genius. That was a real vet move. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That was a real vet move. I fell for it yesterday. Yeah. I fell right into the trap to think that he's not caring and, oh yeah, he got a battle tomorrow. Not realizing, come on, this is Geechee we talk about. This man does this year after year after year. Right. You know what I mean? So I fell for it. Then when he went first, I'm like, oh yeah, I got him. Yeah. I got him. But when he kicked up, I'm like, oh shit, this nigga not playing, man. Wait a minute. I had to stop for a second. Hold on, this ain't no play round. He for real. He talking to me. So all right, let me talk back to him. I got something for him. You know what I mean? I got punches, wittiness, schemes, and all that. We gonna go to work. And then that cotton mouth got me, man. But big salute to Geechee. Big salute to Geechee, man. He showed poise, you know what I mean? And it was one of those battles. It's gonna be appreciated more on camera. Caffeine. The voters on caffeine counted me out. I think it was like 92-8. They just straight, they wiped me out. They wiped me out before the battle even went down, before I even wrote my first ball. Once it got announced, it was, oh, Riggz gonna lose. Yeah. So the momentum, that was my motivation. Like, I got to destroy the bracket now. I have to. That was my only concern. The money went out the window. Now my pride kicked in. I gotta destroy the bracket. And my mind was locked in. I mean, like I said, no excuses. I should have paced myself a little bit more, maybe take a little bit more fluid in before I started rapping, but his momentum was so high and his energy was so high, it amped me up. Right. So I'm like, oh yeah, we got one of those. Let's have one of those. Right. You know how the first round went. What your mind say. Yeah, it's all good. You know what I mean? It's all love.
At the end of the day, like you said, you got the opportunity, you got the look. The other two rounds were solid rounds, whether somebody said he won them or not. Yeah. Like, at least it was a good performance.
Great performance. Great performance. You know what I mean? I just felt like I just didn't want to start the battle off like that.
Right.
I would have rather ended it.
Okay.
Truly, I'd rather not do it at all.
Right, exactly.
But if I was to choose a round, let it be the third. You know what I mean? We already gave you two. The first two rounds was a dog fight. I just did not like how my first round came across. But I just want anybody and everybody to know in the battle rap world, do not get comfortable.
Right.
Don't think that it's going to happen to you.
Right.
I'm going to dog walk whoever the hell step in front of me next. Geechee did what he's supposed to do. It just didn't go my way tonight. But don't get comfortable to think it's going to go whoever they booked me for away. I'm going to make an example out of y'all. So to be quite honest with you, I am the most dangerous nigga in battle rap right now because I got a chip on my shoulder.
Okay.
So I feel bad for whoever I got next. I feel bad for him.
Right.
Bad. I'm angry at myself.
Just Anwar, URL Media News, Ultimate Madness 3, Riggz versus Geechee Gotti just went down. If you missed it live, the only way you will get to see it now is on the Urltv app. Make sure you have the app downloaded. I'm Just Anwar, my man Riggz.
Salute, man.
Appreciate
All the time, brother. All the time. I appreciate me being here.
Appreciate you.